Have you ever wished you had a wingman for your dating apps? Well, today we're diving into a world where that wingman is actually an AI. We're going to explore how artificial intelligence is stepping in to be our personal dating assistant and, what that really means for the future of romance. Oh, we've all been there, right? You score a match, the profile seems awesome, but then your mind just goes completely blank. You're just staring at that blinking cursor. It just keeps blinking and blinking. It is the absolute definition of a digital awkward silence. But what if you didn't have to fly solo? What if you had a co-pilot for those tricky conversations? Well, that is the exact promise behind this whole new wave of AI tools that are designed to help you navigate the, let's be honest, very tricky waters of online dating. Okay, so what are we really talking about here? At their heart, they're called AI text apps. Just think of them as smart software that uses natural language to have a conversation with you. They can be a companion, a helpful assistant, or even a partner for role-playing romantic situations all through your phone. So, let's get into it. How is AI actually showing up in our chats, and what's its main job in the whole modern dating scene? The main idea here, and this is really important, is to enhance, not replace. These apps are basically a safe space where you can practice your social skills, get some ideas for clever icebreakers, and just feel a little less intimidated by it all. You can almost think of it like a conversational gym for your dating life. All right, so who are the big names out there? Let's meet some of the top AI companions on the market right now and see what each of them brings to the table. First up is Kuki AI. Now, this one's a big deal. It's won a bunch of awards, but it's more of a generalist. Its real power is in its versatility. It can hold some surprisingly deep, meaningful conversations about pretty much anything. So here's the deal with Kuki. The good news? It can hold a genuinely engaging chat. It speaks multiple languages and it's constantly updated. That's awesome. The not so good news? It wasn't built just for dating, and to get the really cool features, you're gonna have to open your wallet. Now, if a jack of all trades like Kuki isn't your thing, then check out AI Lover. This app is the total opposite. It's a specialist. It was built from the ground up for one single purpose: to simulate a romantic relationship. And AI Lover is really good at what it does. It guides you through these preset romantic situations with a super simple interface. The downside? Well, because it's on Rails, it can get a little repetitive after a while. It's really for someone who wants that very specific, guided kind of experience. Okay, let's talk about a classic, Cleverbot. I'm willing to bet a lot of you have played around with this one before. It's one of the originals, and its whole claim to fame is its witty, unpredictable, and often totally hilarious personality. The fun part about Cleverbot is it's always learning from its users. But, and this is a big but, that spontaneity is also its biggest weakness for dating practice. It has zero focus on romance, and its replies can be completely random and nonsensical, which is probably not the vibe you want to bring to a real match. Next on the list is My Virtual Boyfriend. This app takes the whole simulation thing to another level. It lets you actually create and customize your very own virtual partner to make the experience way more immersive. So the big draw here is definitely that immersion. You can make an avatar, go on virtual dates, the whole 9 yards. But here's the trade-off. While it looks great on the surface, the actual conversations can feel a bit shallow compared to other bots. Plus, like a lot of mobile games, it really pushes those in-app purchases. And finally, let's look at Candy AI. This one is a much more modern take, and it doubles down on one thing and one thing only: creating fun, playful, and straight-up flirtatious chats. Look, if you just want some lighthearted fun, Candy AI is brilliant. It's great at flirting, it's highly personalizable, and it's even got interactive games. But if you're trying to practice those deeper, more serious conversations, its super specific focus on just flirting might leave you wanting a bit more. Okay, so let's just pull all that together for a second. As you can see, there's kind of something for everyone. If you want general, deep chats, you've got Kuki AI. For specific romantic roleplay, there's AI Lover. For just a laugh, Cleverbot is your go-to. For a full-on simulation, there's My Virtual Boyfriend. And for just light, flirty fun, you've got Candy AI. Each one really does serve a different purpose. But what if none of these out-of-the-box options feel quite right for you? What if you wanted to build your own? Well, that takes us to the next level: custom AI solutions. Now, this is where it gets really, really interesting, especially if you're a developer or an entrepreneur. There are platforms out there now, like Scrile, that give you the tools to build your very own custom AI texting app. You stop being just a user, and you can actually become the creator. And the advantages of going custom are pretty huge. We're talking total control over the AI's personality, its tone, the whole design. You can plug in more advanced AI, make sure it can handle tons of users, and you can do it all with tools that are surprisingly easy to use. It's all about building the perfect AI for whatever you have in mind. All this tech is incredible, but it does lead us to a much bigger, more philosophical question about what its role in our lives should be. Is this stuff just a helpful tool, or is it on its way to becoming a replacement for the real thing? I mean, this is really the heart of it all, isn't it? As these AIs get better and better at sounding human, you have to wonder, could they ever actually take the place of another person in a relationship? And honestly, the best way to think about it comes down to this one powerful piece of advice. You have to see AI as a supplement, not a substitute. It's something that can add to your dating life, not become it. And really, the consensus on this is a pretty firm no. Because at the end of the day, a real relationship isn't built on perfect text messages. It's built on shared experiences, inside jokes, real chemistry, and all the messy, unpredictable, beautiful stuff that makes us human. And an algorithm just can't fake that. So with that really important distinction in mind, what does all of this mean for the future of dating? Where is this all going? And what does it mean for us? And I want to leave you with this final thought to chew on. As AI gets better and better at mastering the art of romantic conversation, what does that mean for us? If a machine can come up with the perfect thing to say every time, maybe the future of dating will be less about finding the right words and more about finding a real, authentic connection. Something to think about. Thanks for joining me.